Welcome back, YouTubers, to another Smackdown review with us, your boys, the two British, some people call us sexy Brits. It's the British Fist.
Good joke.
And guys, if you know what the British Fist actually means, you will laugh your ass off, just like the jokes those jobbers did on tonight's Smackdown, NJ. So, I'm Mr. Parkin with the V-neck once again. This is NJ with the fantastic smile, British charming smile once again.
What's up?
Indeed, Hugh Grant style there. Subscribe above, like this video, and comment any thoughts you have on this Smackdown in that comment section below.
And please make sure you contact us in the links in the description box below.
Yeah, if you have any thoughts, because not really much happened on this edition of Smackdown, did it, NJ?
No, the thing is, I was going to support this Smackdown wearing blue, but forget it. This just seriously.
And to be honest, I'm definitely going to support England after they just beat Sweden 3-2 in Euro 2012. So there we go. We opened up this Smackdown with AJ, and as much as I love AJ, why is she opening the show? I mean, I know the angle with the WWE title kind of revolves around her, but you know, you had this succession of Ziggler coming out, Punk coming out, Daniel Bryan coming out, Sheamus coming out, and I understand they're setting up a tag team match, but this is like generic opener, like Teddy Long Smackdown generic opener once again, isn't it? There
was some comedy in this opener, but majority of it was obviously building up the two different feuds, and obviously to give us the match we're getting now.
Main event.
Meant to be.
The best mic work goes to Daniel Bryan in this opening segment. To be honest, I thought the rest of it was kind of average. Even CM Punk was really on the ball in this segment, in my opinion. Kind of like, oh, we're on SmackDown, I'm going to bring my B game. But that led us onto our first match, which was Punk and Sheamus versus Daniel Bryan and Dolph Ziggler. And when you have John Cena on the show, your WWE champion and your World Heavyweight champion are gonna be buried in the mid card. Yay!
Well, celebrating with this match again. You look at it and you see they have done a good job with this, because obviously it's combined two big matches they need to. Yeah. The WWE and the World Heavyweight. So for that, I give it a thumbs up. The match wasn't spectacular or amazing, but it did have the right wrestling involved. I give it that.
Yeah, I mean, it went about 7.5 minutes. Ziggler, I mean, usually WWE put the faces over in these tag matches, so I was very surprised when Ziggler got the victory after Vicky Guerrero distracted Sheamus. Like, wow, the heels went over. It's like a mark-out moment now, isn't it, when the heels go over in a fucking tag match nowadays?
Well, this particular moment, this was a good thing, because obviously Ziggler, through his mic work, said, I am going to become the World Heavyweight Champion. He proved it, because Sheamus and all that were saying, we're going to beat you, but Ziggler came out on top, made him look strong, made him look good for No Way Out. So for that win, thumbs up, good match for the result.
They had to give Ziggler a win after jobbing like 2 or 3 times to Sheamus. They just had to give him a win here, didn't they? And I'm glad they did. You had AJ and Vicky having a cat fight. Seeing AJ in a cat fight with another woman. That's some memories for the Spank Bank there, even with Vicky Guerrero in there. And then out comes Kane to assist AJ, and then you have Kane chokeslamming Daniel Bryan and CM Punk, and I think that was probably your mark-out moment of the night, wasn't it, NJ?
Yeah, the thing is, Ziggler getting the win was good. Kane not appearing at that moment, not during the match. He came afterwards, let the match end like it did, which was good. Kane coming out. The thing I do question is CM Punk attacked Kane when Kane was helping AJ to the back, and I just thought, he was doing something good there. I know that's your girlfriend, but he was doing something good there. But then it went on and the double chokes and blah, blah, blah. Made Kane look strong, because we know the match is most likely going to be about Bryan and Punk. So it's good that they're giving Kane the big moment over the two opponents.
Yeah, and I guess, to be honest, Kane is probably the guy WWE may have the most confidence in booking-wise, as he is a monster. And AJ will play a pivotal factor in this match, and they devoted about 25 minutes to the opener and this match, so the two championship match got a lot of time. It's just they weren't in a very good segment of the show. A lot of the show was devoted to this John Cena feud, but we'll get there in a second. In our next match, we had the Funkasaurus coming out saying that he's banned from Raw and can't go anywhere near Big Show, and he wants competition. And who answers the competition?
Before I get to that joke, the thing is, he says he's banned from Raw to see Big Show, but isn't Big Show on SmackDown too? So in a way, you're banning from Raw, but he's at the same time in the same arena as Big Show. Yeah, ban him from both shows, why don't you? And his opponent happened to be the one that Brodus Clay cannot beat, his most worst challenger yet, Heath Slater.
One-man rock band! Big Ass should be the one-man jobber, but oh god. So yeah, That was probably the funniest moment of the night for me. The fact that you had Funkasaurus saying, I want competition, Johnny Ace, give me competition. And then Heath Slater comes out and gets jobbed. It's just like, Heath Slater sucks so much. It's got to the point where I'm laughing when he gets jobbed out every time.
And even though Heath Slater's going nowhere, he better call his mama.
I bet his mum as well ashamed of him the way he's going right now. I did like the aftermath though, when you had Atunga attacking Brodus' knee. And they're kind of like, my God, they're hyping up the pre-show match. What the fuck's going on? Usually they don't really give any focus or writing to these kind of matches.
Not really. And for this, they did a good thing because Otunga's been disappearing for the last odd segments with Vince and that. So this was needed, but it was just nothing special to it.
Heath Slater. Oh, he sucks so much. Beth Phoenix versus Alicia Fox.
Over.
Yeah, it was pretty much over in about like 1 minute. You had Layla on commentary, and it's nice to see that Layla hasn't lost her British charm of her accent. She sounds, is it me? Or did you think that Sharon Osbourne was on commentary for this match with Ozzy Osbourne in the corner with her?
Oh, the thing is, they did a good job again. Throughout the night, as you see, segments are leading up to No Way Out, so doing good. Again, I'll come to my overall thought later. But there's later there, no interaction between her and Beth. Parkin was stare down at the end, but it was short and sweet.
Short and sweet, just like Layla and AJ. In our main event of the evening, we had Johnny Ace coming out to cut a promo with no scooter because apparently Vince McMahon decided to just break his scooter without any planning or anything. So yeah, he makes a public apology to Vince McMahon, introduces Big Show, and you kind of had this segment where you kind of felt to yourself, damn, they're just trying to get them on the show somehow with no real purpose, just to get them on the show to show them before No Way Out, pretty much.
And the fact that No Way Out's got no many matches, they did have to have segments that dragged on a little bit, and Big Show's might work in this did drag a bit, but it did have its purpose, building up their match in somewhat of a capacity.
We had Michael Cole announcing that his best mate, John Cena, is going to be here tonight, and NJ's face just went from to pretty much, didn't it, when you heard that announcement?
We had Michael Cole and Mike in a segment I thought was finishing, and then they announced that John Cena's going to be here. He's rushing for wherever he is to get to Smackdown. Yeah, we've seen him on Raw, we've seen him on Smackdown.
It isn't his hometown, so I guess he just needs to run from his house. Yeah, Christian versus Jack Swagger. Of course, Jack Swagger's on like a year losing streak, so he was never really going to win this.
Cody?
Cody! I think Cody's promoting something in another country or something somewhere. I don't really know the news.
Yeah, just the right time for him to do that. Right time. Time.
So Cody Rhodes wasn't there, but Christian makes easy work of Jack Swagger. It's like Jack Swagger is turning into a right jobber now, isn't he?
And the minus thing was Triple H pedigreed him. Yeah, it's how much of a jobber he is.
His haircut sucks even worse than mine. But Ryback had a traditional... He faced two jobbers. What was like a comedy show for the first minute, wasn't it? It's like, why did Ryback cross the road? Because he wanted to dominate the superstars on the other. What? I don't know what it was, but it was funny.
And yet the other whole joke was knock knock. Who's there? You're gonna get beat. Who's gonna get so like that? Some weird joke.
It was so bad you couldn't even remember it.
No, it was awful. I laughed at this because I really thought it's hilarious when I heard it, and then the match happened and it was over.
Yeah, I mean, you had Ryback beat them in about a minute or so, as usual. Apparently, the reason why we're not seeing him facing too much talent right now is because apparently a lot of people in the locker room don't really want to face him. And can you really blame them? Because he is quite stiff in the ring.
The wrestlers don't get the choice. If Vince McMahon books it, it's booked. There we go. So they're just wasting time with squash matches.
And I love the fact that Booker T said, "Somebody call Child Protection Service!" That was the fucking funny that was. Damien Sandow versus Tyson Kidd. Wow, thank you very much, WWE, for giving Damien Sandow some mic time this week, because that is the best thing about the damn character. He's very, very good on the mic. And he beat Tyson Kidd in about a minute. Wins pretty quickly.
The sad thing about this could have been quite a starting feud for Damien Sandow, because Tyson Kidd needs to be involved in ways people like him. And they book him in a match that goes over in a minute, so that feud that could have happened is possibly gone. And now I'm just waiting to see what Damien Sandow goes on to next.
Wow, have we missed something in this review or something? Because we're not really talking about much, are we? We're going on to our main event now.
Yep.
John Cena calls out the Big Show. Yeah, I will just quick before we go on to this. We had this advertised in our main event, and having Cena on SmackDown does at least make it feel like more of a major league show, especially when it's in his hometown. And this as the main event, as much as people will probably shit on it and shit on my opinion here, this does make sense as this is the main angle of the WWE right now, and it is going to be the main event of No Way Out. So if this wasn't the main event, it would have been a bit stupid on WWE's part, really, in my opinion.
And if this was like a cartoon, you see Dead's coming out of my mouth right now, because this segment, yeah. Okay, Big Show manager got sent home, so basically it was him and Johnny Ace, blah, 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 and says, you can't touch me, or I'm going to buy you after No Way Out, and see ends up punching him down. Ugh.
Yeah, I mean, he's basically trying to protect John Cena from Big Show, and he basically announces that if John Cena hits him, which he did eventually, he will fire, and if he loses at No Way Out, he will fire him on Raw. So yeah, we got something else added to this, and it's like, why would we ever believe any of these Cena firing storylines unless he's going to take a break? But you'll hear more of our thoughts on that in the preview, which we're going to upload tomorrow.
Oh gosh, this is full of jokes.
I know, it's funny, isn't it? Any more you want to say about that main event? I feel like I've just smoked some weed for the first time in my life. I really do. Watching SmackDown kind of makes you feel like that, doesn't it? It's like, my God, you feel so much better about life when SmackDown is that bad. Overall thoughts, if I dare ask?
Oh, well, SmackDown really got me pumped up for No Way Out, even though most segments were No Way Out delayed, so I give them thumbs up to that. But overall, SmackDown gets a big thumbs down, and all I can say is that No Way Out better make up for the bad SmackDown they had.
I mean, SmackDown is just boring. I mean, we watch it on a Friday night, and me and NJ are sitting there literally just like shaking our heads all the time, despite the fact the internet was cutting out most of the time during this night. But it wasn't very good, SmackDown. Even though they did try and hype for No Way Out, it's just the segments are just there's not much in them, and they're just kind of standard. And it doesn't even look like they're really going that far into the writing for the show. It's like SmackDown is secondary filler, whereas Raw gets all the writing.
Yeah, we've got all these repeat video pages of last week's SmackDown, Raw, and fill-up stuff like that. But overall, there was just nothing really entertaining about this SmackDown. And yeah, that's it.
Yeah, make sure you tune in for our No Way Out preview, which should be rather interesting because we're filming it just after we film this review. So make sure you tune in for that tomorrow. Get your thoughts on SmackDown down in the comment section below. Do you agree that it was bad, that we agree? Because we definitely agreed it was quite bad, and we feel that we do represent a minority here in the YWC, a majority, I should say, in the YWC, even though we're 10% smarks, as Eric Bishop would put it. But anyway, NJ, do you want to provide us a fitting outro for this review? Short and sweet?
Thank you very much, people. This has been the British Bliss video from Mr. Parkin and me, NJ. Share the good, the bad, and the ugly of this SmackDown. This will be too much ugly in this review, but make sure you see us next time, whatever.
Yeah,
Goodbye.
Yeah.